Hey everybody, this is Coach Tara Woodruff from CoachTaraWoodruff.com and HelpfulEntrepreneur.com, and I decided it's time for me to open a new Miswak stick. So I wanted to do a full demonstration. We'll see how it goes. Here is the Miswak stick. I buy them off of Amazon. Can you see that? Siwak al-Falaha. I buy them. I'll put the link in here. I have a particular person that I buy from on Amazon, and he sells, I bought a 10-pack, he sells 10-pack singles, depends on what he's got available, and these are from the Siwak tree that's grown in the Middle Eastern region of the world. This is what you brush your teeth with. This is what I've been using for quite a while now. Oh no, I hope I have some scissors. And I am absolutely in love. Now, I have been, what was it, around Christmas, I drank a bunch of wine, and nothing I did could get rid of the horrible taste in my mouth the next day. So I did use my natural, I make a paste, my own toothpaste. I have used that a few different times. What I did notice is that for a few days there, around that time, I didn't use the Miswak but once a day. And I noticed that I started having some of the same problems I had before. Now, I've got bad teeth. That's just the way it is. You know, I'll give you all sorts of excuses, whatever. I've always been obsessive about my oral hygiene, and you could tell they're fragile, they're dark, they're like almost gray, and I've had a lot pulled. You can see holes in my smile because I've had some massive problems and had to just pull. And you know, basically what I want to do is I want to be able to function with what I have painlessly until I can get to the point where I can have them pulled and put some beautiful dentures in and have just beautiful white dentures. I'm not ashamed of that. I've known a lot of people that have done it, from young to old, that wish they had done it way earlier. There's a lot of benefits to that as well. But while you have them in your mouth, and if you don't have problems with your teeth, you might want to get on this right away. What I noticed immediately was this. My teeth are kind of loose. They kind of float in my mouth. And when I use the Miswak, they don't anymore. They're solid. I know I can bite into food and not be like afraid because it was loose or something. And I noticed that time where I only miswhacked for, you know, like once a day on those days that I was using the toothbrush because I was trying to wash the wine out of my mouth. It was just gross. I don't know how I used to drink a lot. I really just can't figure it out. I know I enjoyed the shit out of it, but I just don't understand it anymore. I immediately felt my teeth were getting looser and, you know, things like that. So there's a lot of immediate gratification with this. You're going to have much fresher breath. You will not miss your toothpaste. You're also going to have whiter teeth. You're going to, they're going to be happier in your gums. So like I said, if you have like floating feeling in your teeth or your teeth are loose, you're not going to have that. Your gums are also going to wrap around your teeth better, and your teeth are going to feel clean. So let me go ahead and comes in an airtight, like a airtight bag inside the outer wrapper. And they're sold like these wrappers because I guess you can buy them in stores. You could sell them in your store, you know. So okay, here it is. It's a stick. Basically, what this is a root. If you look, I wonder if you can see real carefully. You see little hairs on it? It's the root of the Siwak tree. Yes, you can see the hairs. So you dig into the ground, you grab at the root, and you cut. So it's relatively soft. It's not too hard. You know, I can bend it pretty good with my hands. And there's a lot of medicinal properties in here. I can't name them all. And if you wanted to get really macrobiotic about it, or super paleo about it, and find a stick that you would use from your local region, because this has been used by by people all around the world since the beginning of time, and not everyone lived in the Middle East where they had sea wax. In Africa, it's the licorice root. In Australia, the Aborigines used the melaleuca, which I love, and just various trees all across. I'll put in my other Miswak videos, I put the same document by the same person that shared it with me into it, so you can see if you can harvest a stick that's local to you. But I highly suggest you go ahead to Amazon and you buy some of these, and you start here, and then you start looking for what you could harvest locally. In Florida, you could use any citrus tree. So if you've got citrus growing in your yard, I have a lime tree growing in my yard right now. My neighbor has lime, a lemon, and grapefruit, I believe. I could dig into the ground, find one of the roots that are about this thick, maybe a little thicker, and I could cut it, and I could make my own local miswak. But you could tell it's a root because the little hairs. See them? Here we go. You're going to take, now, when I first started this, I was terrified of doing this on my own. I thought I was going to need a knife. I didn't think I was going to be able to handle this with my teeth. Part of the process, I really highly suggest you attempt it before you discount the ability to do it. I don't know about your teeth. Everyone's got different issues. Mine have a lot of damage from fluoride, so I have fluorosis, so I have very soft, porous teeth. Some people have had damage from chemotherapy where their teeth are really shot, you know, and they can't do that. But I really suggest that you do the best you can and use your own teeth to scrape the bark off. Don't spit it out yet. Keep it in your mouth. It's gross. It doesn't taste good. But our Stella, my granddaughter, 17 months old, loves it. She's little, and the way she miswaxes is very different than me. Or the way you will. But here you go. See that? This is before the brush stage. You're going to chew on this bark in your mouth. Be careful of any sensitive areas, but it's very soft. You're releasing some medicinal values from the root into your mouth. And when you're done, let's spit it out. Okay. You're going to have some left in there. It's not going to hurt you. You can swallow it if you want. Actually, it'll probably help really get everything activated, especially with your breath. Okay, so now I have this. Now I gotta make it a brush. Now this is a little harder. If your teeth are really sensitive, you might not be able to do this. You're going to want to use a hard object, maybe the blunt end of a knife on a cutting board, and kind of squish it. But something about your saliva mixing with this. Go soft and slow. Now you're going to get all this juice from the root. It's going to start going into your mouth. It's not like the bubble gum with the juice burst. It's not like that. But you know, there's an essential oil in there. And you're going to taste it. I'm going to keep going. You edge it against teeth that you trust that with. Like, I obviously wouldn't use this one because that's a cap. I'll try not to keep this video too long for you. Sarah could make a brush out of this in no time at all. But she's young and her teeth are still very strong. She also didn't do a lot of drugs in high school like I did. Nor was she obsessed with brushing her teeth every single time she ate something, no matter what, with fluoride. Okay, I'm getting there pretty quick. So yeah, all the things I was taught growing up by our local dentist and our school, to brush your teeth 20 minutes after every meal, no matter what. I did. Religiously. For years. Started having a lot of problems with my teeth past 10. Always had problems though with my teeth. I always blamed it on my hereditary, like my dad's teeth or something. Like, oh, he had weak teeth and my mom has bad gums. You know, no, it was from doing traditional Western style teeth maintenance with fluoride. Last time I had teeth pulled, I asked the dentist, what is that? You know, like, I'm obsessed with, you know, he could tell by looking at my teeth that I fucking cleaned my teeth. And he's like, it's fluorosis. He'd do it too much. No, I don't. You know, I can't say that there wasn't a time where I was pretty obsessed with it. If anybody knew me in my 20s, you knew damn well I always had my toothbrush and toothpaste with me wherever I went. No matter what. Okay, there you go. Okay. You see that? It turns into a small brush. See if it, yep. So it's fibrous inside. So that's pretty good. Now I'm going to demonstrate, I'm going to try to keep this under 15 minutes, guys, how to brush your teeth for the first time using a Miswak. Now first you're going to go up along each tooth. From your gum, you're not going to hurt yourself. And down on your top teeth. If you have a cap like I do, be very careful. And you're going to do this all the way back. My back tooth back there is really funky. It's got like that flat cover from the fluorosis, so I got to be real careful back there. That nervouses me. It nervouses me. When I do it, wherever my teeth feel a little sensitive, I don't press too hard. Do this all around. I'm not gonna do the whole thing because of, like, I got 2 minutes left. Then you get on top of the teeth, like that. All like that. And then the same on top of the teeth, and then behind the teeth. From the gum up. All the way around. On top, behind the front. Now, at first, this is a really stiff brush because I didn't really chew the shit out of it. But as you go, it'll be easier, but it's important that you work the brush yourself, because the action of working the brush with your own teeth and your own gums is actually helping to make them stronger. So do as much as you can on your own. If you've got healthy teeth like my daughter, this part will be, you know, you'll be like, and then you'll be like, and you'll be done. Then, but if not, if you're like me and you've had teeth issues or anything like that, and you're really trying to just do some corrective stuff right now and be happy and pain-free and have cleaner teeth and happier teeth and better breath and all that fun stuff, trust yourself. Don't try to hurt yourself. And you just keep going. You also want to go right into the gum line like that. You see that? All the way around. Then you brush your tongue. don't ever forget to brush your tongue. All this stuff, trust me on this, just give it a shot. Buy one if you have to, and give it a shot. I'll tell you one story real quick before we go. Woman in India, this is called the chewing stick. Woman in India always was very traditional, used a chewing stick her entire life, and had perfect teeth. She married, she was, well, like they do arranged marriages there. Or they did. This particular story, it was arranged. And she was married into a relatively wealthy guy, and he was pretty westernized, and he told her that all her traditional ways were gone, and that she had to westernize quick. And that was the end of that. Like it or not, lady. So I threw out her chewing stick and bought her a toothbrush and toothpaste. Within a month she had her first cavity. Before 1943, we all used sticks to brush our teeth. I know how you watch old-time movies and whatnot, and you'll see, like, the people have, you know, rotten teeth. That's not true. Go and look at archaeology, and go look at the teeth on those skulls. No. They didn't have rotten teeth. People in Western culture did, because we eat too much bread and too much processed food, and we have for a long time. You know, Europe went through a lot of hard times, and there was a lot of potato eating, a lot of bread eating, a lot of meat drinking, a lot of stuff like that was going on, and that contributed to the decline of our teeth. But you look at more traditional cultures, sensitive spot. And those cultures that use chewing sticks, which most of them do, their teeth are great. They have happy, healthy oral life. And so that's the story. This is my second Miswak stick since I bought them. This is my first one. I went as long as I could. I actually cut the top off 4 different times and continued to bite down, but after a while, as you can tell, it loses its luster. It loses its juice. You can see the difference in the stick. I mean, the bark no longer has any real powers or taste, and it just eventually, you know, just becomes something that doesn't work. So I figured tonight I would open a new one and give you guys a decent video. I highly, highly, highly suggest that you go and get a Miswak stick. If you have any Middle Eastern stores or Muslim-run stores in your neighborhoods, if you live in an urban center, you might. They'll have them there. You know, they have them in these single packs because they're probably on the counter next to the register. Okay? Definitely, you know, check that way. If not, I'm going to put my affiliate link for the Amazon in there to my favorite seller that I have. And try it this way, and then take a look at that document that's going to be in the description to find out about locally harvesting some for yourself in your own area. But, you know, I just like you to get started, and I want you to try it. And doing a traditional Miswak from the Miswak tree, it's a good place to start, you know. This is very prevalent in the Middle East and in other countries. And, you know, there's a lot about Western culture that's great, and there's a lot about Western culture that's very dangerous, and, you know, for our health in general. So if we pay attention to our roots, some roots, and put them on our teeth, maybe we'll have a happier life. I know that when your teeth are happy, you're pretty happy. So do what you can, and I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I appreciate you very much. And yeah, you know, I'll see you soon. Love you all. Peace. Please share this video with anybody you know that you think could benefit from Miswak. I love you. Bye.